So one thing that we need to take note of is kalau you rasa some of the technical or maybe some of the news yang you tak confident or you're not sure what you're doing, just take a rest because sometimes not trading is better than losing money.
Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to another episode of Kopi Chart and Chill. So today Kamalia bersama dengan
Nama saya Noel.
Okay, Noel. Our topic for today is kita nak bincangkan tentang economic news impact. Mana satu yang penting? Sebab apa kan? Sebab apa saya rasa topik ni penting? Sebab ramai trader baru, especially kat luar sana, bila diorang buka economic calendar, semua news tu nampak penting. Macam contoh CPI, GDP, PMI, NFP, semua news diorang nak follow. Tapi persoalannya sebenarnya macam mana kita nak tahu news mana yang betul-betul bagi impact yang besar?
Okay, so yang kalau biasa ada tengok news, kita ada nampaklah merah, orange, kuning dengan putih. Usually yang betul-betul high impact is yang warna merah. Okay. Ataupun sometimes kita boleh tengok yang orange, but then in the end, kita akan tengok yang merah. And of course, one thing yang orang miss out ialah outcome kepada news impact tu. So sometimes we feel, okay, merah tu high impact. But maybe outcome dia tak ada beza banyak sangat dengan yang previous punya data.
Okay.
So kalau beza tak banyak, usually tak adalah high volatility.
So the market might be sideways lagi.
Betul.
Tak banyak impact lah.
Betul, yes.
Okay. Lagi satu kalau kita nak tengok sekarang ni kan Noel, macam sekarang ni tengah US government shutdown.
Okay.
So kita tengok news-news ni macam sepatutnya NFP, tapi itu pun delay.
Betul.
And then ada banyak lagi news-news penting pun delay.
Okay.
So in your opinion, bila news-news ni delay, untuk trader apa yang diorang patut refer?
Okay, so kalau for my side, apa yang saya buat, although all these data are delayed, so one thing kita boleh buat is kita boleh prepare for the next news yang akan datang.
Okay.
Alright, another things we also can see for the macro. So yang walaupun government shutdown, tapi something like the war, war tu tak boleh shutdown. So yang tu pun salah satu impact. We can also take note. Yang tu kita boleh gunakan as one of our reference.
Okay. So macam you sendiri, do you trade?
I trade, but I not scalper lah. I tak boleh tahan scalping punya volatility.
Okay.
But then kalau nak tengok intraday ataupun by days, weeks, yang tu usually I will trade in a small amount lah from time to time.
Oh, okay. So kalau your pattern of trading, do you refer more to fundamental like news or you refer more to technical?
I will mix a bit of both. Tapi personally, saya lebih suka fundamental lah because I understand fundamental more comparing to technical. Because technical, anything can happen. Alright, but fundamental, walaupun at the short run, dia akan nampak lah dia macam suddenly go down or go up. But then in the long run, it will go where it's supposed to go.
Okay. Contoh kalau kita sebut pasal tadi, economic calendar yang classify ikut warna tu, merah, orange kan. Contoh high impact, kita tengok yang warna merah ni selalunya more to interest rate decision, NFP, FOMC kan. Jadi news-news macam ni yang selalunya buat market macam spike.
Okay.
For a short while lah.
Betul.
Kan, lepas tu kalau macam medium impact, macam kalau kita tengok retail sales ataupun PMI, do you think this is important? Ataupun macam diorang ni nak kena fokus ke tak? Medium impact ni.
Okay, so for me, apa yang saya, for my experience, tak kira lah even though yang kuning ke yang putih, actually all data are important. It's just that because for me, I tengok fundamental. So in terms of long run, I kena tengok all the data, what are they showing. Alright, so like you mentioned, kalau in terms of red ataupun orange, the high impact, Yang tu if let's say you want to go for short term,
Mhm.
then probably yang tu will be beneficial for those who are actually scalping lah.
Mhm.
But if you go for maybe intraday ke ataupun you go for swing,
Mhm.
yang tu it just shows you where it is going to go.
The direction.
The direction, yes. Kalau
Oh.
scalping, maybe the data shows short term is not so good. So probably it will go your opposite direction.
Mhm.
But then if you put all the data together, because like mungkin hari ni FOMC, and then the next day got NFP, got CPI and all, you take all the data, that is your direction. Macam, I mean that's for how I do it lah.
Okay. So itulah cara how you nak combine fundamental dengan technical
Correct, yes.
analysis
Betul.
to see the direction semualah. Okay. Untuk tips lah. Okay, tips kita nak minta Noel tips as a trader. You dah berapa tahun trade?
Can say it's still starting lah, about 1 year only.
1 year, but you are more to gold?
Seldom gold, but more on BTC.
BTC, okay. Kalau kita tengok, kita cakap pasal gold lah sebab ramai yang trader gold kat luar sana. Kalau kita tengok gold, dia memang sensitif dengan news USD lah.
Correct, yes.
So jadi trader gold ni dia kena extra alert bila news besar-besar from US keluar kan. Contohnya FOMC meeting atau interest rate decision. So sekarang ni itu yang orang ternanti-nanti Fed untuk naikkan kadar faedah ke, you nak cut rate ke, apa ke kan.
Betul,
But
yes.
suddenly US government shut down. So bagi you, kalau gold ni, kalau tengah government shut down, kita tengok gold pun tengah, every day dia akan buat all time high. Jadi apa your tips untuk trader-trader gold ni? Adakah diorang memang kena tunggu apa news besar keluar or be careful ke macam mana?
So kalau nak kata macam tu, be careful or be cautious tu is all the time lah, bukan only on the news. But then even though like government shut down, so like apa yang saya buat also I mentioned, because for me biasa I tengok makro. Government shutdown is just one part of it. We still got other part of the world that is ongoing. So yang tu kita pun boleh ambil sebagai reference. So and also yang kita boleh tahu, usually all time high, other than FOMC, other than interest rate, the bigger picture is also on the war. Alright, kenapa gold asyik naik? Because people take that as safe haven. So purchasing power for actual gold, dia dah semakin naik lah. So caution tu for those who actually short on the uptrend. Maybe yang tu they have to take note. But for the long run, they are going for upside, uptrend. They can be much relaxed lah. Tak payah nak takut the short of downtrend. I mean the down retrenchment, sorry.
Okay, so kalau BTC pula. BTC punya, macam from what I read, BTC is not too impactful during this US government shutdown. Dia tak memberi apa-apa kesan sangat. What's your opinion? Sebab you memang follow BTC kan?
Betul. Okay, so impact for BTC ataupun crypto in general, because it's a global thing and it's a 24/7. So regardless of what's happening, in the end it's all come back to people. Alright, so like, I mean if gold is also part of the, how to say, relating to the macro, BTC tak, macro is part of it, but in the end is what people think of BTC. So like now kita ada ETF semua dah keluar. So everything will be keep pushing. So and baru-baru ni pun I nampak like some of the podcast juga, people will say, especially for BTC, the price will keep on going because people are still printing the money. So yang tu pun salah satu inflation lah, which will bring up the BTC price. So that is also part of the things kita kena take note lah, part of the fundamental on that. That is my opinion.
So maybe you ada sedikit tips or maybe a short reminder for new traders kat luar sana.
New traders, so in a way I also new trader lah kan. So one thing that we need to take note of is Kalau you rasa some of the technical or maybe some of the news yang you tak confident or you're not sure what you're doing, just take a rest. Because sometimes not trading is better than losing money. Kalau you rasa you nak juga, try demo account so you can see whether what you are practicing is going your way or not.
Itu dia. I love your quotes. Apa? Not trading is better than losing money.
Betul, yes.
Itu dia. Okay, kesimpulannya untuk korang semua kena ingat bukan semua news yang korang nampak dalam economic calendar tu semua tu penting sebab nanti korang pun akan pening. So,
Betul.
untuk jadi trader yang bijak, korang kena tahu mana yang boleh follow and mana yang boleh skip. Betul tak?
Betul, yes.
Okay, so itulah dia. That's all for today and that's all for this episode. Don't forget to follow us, subscribe and kita tunggu episod seterusnya. Thank you, Noel.
Thank you, Kamalia. Alright.
Bye-bye.